We're investigating! Cool.
Brilliant. Oh, fuck, it's this one! Right!
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
I doubt it. These things take time. I'd say probably not. Here we go. I'm predicting my lines sort of already.
Yeah.
Here we go again. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. We were right fucking there, though.
Oh?
We were right fucking there.
Yeah, but then he moved. Yes, the killer was in Ungard's home with Maya, but then he moved as we came in. Anyway, if you will.
And if we can... There we go. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
Oh, look, she's doing those low struck pose.
Yeah. Sorry, we just finished playing some WarioWare Move It, and one of the poses is that. Oh, okay, I guess we'll talk to her? Oh, okay.
So the real question...
Yes, the real question, who killed Mr. Corridor?
The real person!
Was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean who asked for the murder?
Yes. That person didn't want to...
Hey, you did it right.
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever his client is, they're still a killer.
Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
It's a possibility. I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through all the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
That's Ungard himself.
If Mr. Ungard really did hire the assassin,
Then he is not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of crime.
but it can't be Mr. Ungard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him.
Didn't see any psyche locks at the time. Again, I hate the fact it's psyche locks. It should be cyclocks.
I know. Well, why do you think I always called them Cyclocks?
That's how I'm going to phrase them from now on. So just as a fun little thing, everybody. Yes, it's supposed to be psyche locks, but no, it doesn't sound right.
The worst part is every time you say psyche, I keep thinking Psyche Kusuwa.
I know, and enough with that.
I'm sorry, I
You're
love
obsessed.
it. I know, it's funny.
I'll agree, it's funny, but you're obsessed! Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Lick?
No! Bad! Bad!
I apologise. I will try not to say Mr. Lick. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. Really, fucking what?
So what is this interesting thing?
That's what I'd like to fucking know too, because nobody can ever get to the fucking point! Oh, that's right, you didn't hear it, did you, bros? Fuck
about channeling your mentor who's better at doing your job. Do continue, Mr. Lick. No, not the straw. What are you throwing at me? Sweets? Yes, please. Oh, wait, no, don't. Some of those are nasty. Ah! Mr. Angard's secret? What is this secret?
You said that with the same energy as who is this Hans?
Who is this Hans?
If we knew, that would solve everything! I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corridor is going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Angard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corridor silenced.
Oh, yes.
Which means we have to meet Mr. Angard. There's no way around it now. Ugh.
Yep, well, I guess we better get heading there then.
Boy, about to be stopped.
Oh boy. Wow, it really is getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yes. Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already.
I
You
know,
said
we
that.
established that last scene.
But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. It's still a matter of this secret Mr. Carter held about Mr. Angard and Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention centre?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry.
I should be going to bed.
You should. And we're about to be stopped again.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
absolutely.
Ah! Dragon's having a visceral reaction. Much scrunking up and wiggling.
No, let her go.
Let her go, Phoenix, let her go!
Hey, wait!
No. What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that... Conrad joke. All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you. Is he... Oh, I keep messing up. All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good.
Ditto, lady!
Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. Oh, it's Gumshoe's, bug thing.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? Gumshoe made?
Oh, I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgypoo, so... And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
Wait. Are you talking about me? Or Francisca?
Lawyer, not prosecutor.
How dare you!
Look, they're having a bad patch at the minute. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you.
Ugh, gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those presents.
Yeah, I'm the one that fucking found it. Very interesting.
I'm sure it was... No. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting! Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she just found something to be getting close to Mr. Corridor.
I'll let you in on another secret, younger. I know who planted that spy camera.
You tell.
It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people.
I don't think it was Lotta.
Spying on people all by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too.
Oh, so it's okay if it's with you.
Yes, because I love him. I'm not going to out him to the press.
She is.
She is press. She's terrible.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good.
I didn't say anything.
It's debatable. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right?
Yes.
Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh.
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? I am very tired and I want bedtime.
Alright. Alright. Alright, Pearly. Bed.
Thank you. You don't know that manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Pax. Miss Andrew's mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Coroner?
Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? Always on your phones and all that. Even you thought you'd read the news. That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. Oh!
3 days after the marriage announcement. What's in that?
That's news.
Oh.
Why would Miss Pax want to kill herself? She was going to get married. I'm going to punch people. Ah! She always looks like she's going to punch someone like that. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
Ah, when did people turn into garbage?
Exactly. Don't say that about my Juan.
What?
But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
Oh, dear sweet Pearly. Dear sweet Pearly.
You think she'd know better considering her mother is divorced.
Like I said, dear sweet Pearly.
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly cancelled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that?
I'll never know the answer to that one.
Well, yes, he's dead. That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
I see.
That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
The thing is that I am very, very, very conscious of is that every single fucking time we see the image of her, of Celeste hanging herself, we see a suicide note right on the fucking table. Every damn time.
Anyway.
Bye. And press get stopped again.
Click.
On that note, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Then goodbye. We could just walk into his home. Jesus.
Yeah. I guess we'll go to Criminal Affairs. See if Gumshoe can get us in to see anyone.
Yeah.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah. What?
There you go, predicting shit again.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened.
You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
Oh, great. A decisive witness, you mean for the Engard case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh, no.
Mr. Nick?
Maya?
Can't be Maya.
Between the kidnappers, the murder, now this, I can't see any way to win here.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
You did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention centre, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
Oh, cool.
What? I've already called them, so they know.
Brilliant.
Thank
Who's
you.
this witness?
Maybe we'll find out. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Right.
Well, I guess let's go talk.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
Start with Engard, I guess.
Yeah.
Go in order. Dude, it's Mr. Right. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on
I'm
you.
doing my fucking best, dude.
Now you're doing it.
I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that one corridor was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard.
What's wrong?
Mr. Engard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty.
You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. Let's get talking.
About the press conference.
You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please?
Oh!
I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Cyclops.
You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you?
If I did, I wouldn't be fucking asking. Cretin.
Them fine words. I guess, that.
Did you know about Mr. Corridor and Miss Andrews' relationship?
Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life.
Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corridor. Her mentor was Mr. Corridor's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celestine Pax's suicide note from him.
Celeste?
Does that jog any memories? Oh, here we go.
Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it like a kind of pea, like green peas?
Let's go and eat one later, okay?
Oh, I got cut off by the pizza dude in the shop.
That's too bad.
Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? He's avoiding it.
God. Are Suicide somewhere.
He had the picture in his house of
Yeah.
her.
Okay, so obviously there's. Okay, I want to see a court record at the moment. So
Well, we can't obviously break his lock shut because we've barely done any investigating.
that's what I mean. So I'm just looking at things at the minute.
I guess we'll go out and come back in to talk to Adrian then. Oh.
Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me.
Oh,
Oh.
Mr. Powers.
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
How?
Oh god.
What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
He's the fucking.
Oh, I forgive you,
So
Will.
the decisive witness, Mr. Powers.
I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
Oh.
He said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Well, I guess I could see how they thought you looked suspicious.
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? I guess we'll talk to him for a bit.
So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about?
I really don't know yet.
What?
It sounds like I saw something really important for what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Oh, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
Me. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me.
Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Pyre and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's all right!
Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I?
Well, you do have friends, Phoenix. It's just you, for some reason, in this world, aren't allowed to get help from the police. Which is stupid.
No.
This is gonna do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
What is he really like?
Well, let's see. Matt's always been a kind of player with women.
Oh dear. As I thought.
He would never really turn a pretty face away if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not impressed either, Powers. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he might have dallied with Celeste, you're right. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself.
Oh, you piece of shit!
Slap, slap, slap.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Oh, so you know what that is, Pearly? Jesus.
I guess she knows some things. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
She punched him.
I think she did.
She punched him.
How dare you say this to me! Oh, I knocked over the remote.
But you know, you said once that, well, there's only one person in the whole world who won't swoon over me.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him.
His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic?
He likes her, obviously. Oh, yeah, because if Matt had something to do with Celeste, then of course Adrian wouldn't want to swoon over him because she would have some idea of what he's actually like.
Yeah. Okay, so gossip.
You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip.
Really, couldn't tell.
I mean, celebrities in the world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
Oh,
Aren't
yeah.
you a celebrity?
There's only so English, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers?
No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, British kind of guy, you see.
So you're a bit of a bear. Okay.
People like bears, Mr. Powers. It's okay. Someone will love you.
Not me, but someone.
Oh yeah, you have me.
It's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide?
You mean Missing Pax?
We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why didn't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead.
Why don't you just fucking tell me? Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. I
Zap.
said, why don't you fucking just tell me about it? Go on, tell me.
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note,
Mm-hmm.
and they say that Juan went and hid it.
Yeah, I'm with you so far. We got that. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note apart from the fact that we see it in every fucking image.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note.
Bad like what?
Something bad for Juan, that is.
Okay.
Something bad for Mr. Corridor.
Wonderful. Why'd you figure so?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. Interesting.
That might be truly insidious man. Did she mean Mr. Corridor by that?
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right?
Actually, there is.
And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. Unless...
I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. Well, unless she got caught up with Matt and Guard and put that in her suicide note that she couldn't marry
And
Mr.
Juan
Corridor.
found out that she'd been with Matt, and so he didn't want his seconds, so to speak.
So he cancelled the wedding, and she...
And then he hid the note to wait to throw it in Matt's face when it was the worst for it to come out.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're welcome!
Mr. Guard and Miss Andrews, they're both in the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get to them to tell me everything! But yeah, planning on it. Right, let's go back to the detention center.
We'll talk to Adrian. I have to try and remember what voice I gave her. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, close enough.
It'll do.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me?
No, the other one.
I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something.
Oh, yes, you must, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Corridor had on Mr. Guard.
Here we go.
I'd like to ask you about Matt and Guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean...
You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival to ruin him?
Potentially, yeah. Let's find out. That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
That has fucking everything to do with this case.
Your reaction says everything.
About Miss Celestine Pax.
I'd finally put a death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumour that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I I wanted to get her suicide note back. And to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never had any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
A suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try and frame Mr. Engarde?
That's simple. Because he's the killer. That's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now?
1.
One's not bad.
A cyclock, huh?
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge.
okay,
Can we break her luck yet?
I don't think so. I don't think we can yet.
And then what? Where do we go now?
Just head to anywhere, we'll see if anything comes up. Oh, hello. Oh. Mr. Nick, your phone!
Yeah, like the sound of his ringtone right now. Sounds kind of ominous.
It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up, Mr. Nick. It could be important.
Hello? We got a big problem, pal!
Oh boy.
What's wrong? I'm on my way up to your office right now! Okay. Hey, wait a sec. Why is he coming here? It's terrible. I don't know what to say, pal. It's the end, I say. I'm going to... Oh. I got here faster than I thought. Hey. No time to relax now, pal. I'm confused as anything here. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Eh?
This quickly? And this bear's what gave him away, pal! And who? The bear. I figured it out, pal! Then spit it out!
Edgeworth already told us!
Huh?
The bear was bought by Matt! Edgeworth told us last time!
Yeah. I realized that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured?
And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spawn another person in their room?
Matt Engarde.
Huh?
Matt Engarde, you're flying, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Alright, here we go.
Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of the stuffed bear.
Right.
Receipt. That's all you have? Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Engarde. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Engarde's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Engarde himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Not check it.
Yeah, well, it just tells you everything you need to know.
So, what about the spy camera we found? Ah, it was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you to file away into evidence. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corrida's room was Matt and Guard.
Why? Why would Mr. Ungard do something like this?
I ran over to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida in one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. Ungard, I mean. Yes.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we will find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt Ungard, what in the world have you done?
Right. Off we go then. Back to the
There's one place I want to go.
Well.
Somewhere we haven't been yet.
Oh, the house. Go ahead.
The one place we haven't actually been yet. I know that we're not likely to find anything. It looks like no one is around.
What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face?
Oh, she must mean the butler with the stitches in his face.
Shoo! Oh, there you are! I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Come on, let's play!
I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. Ungard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shoo?
Or it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's keep nosy people like me from entering it.
I think we've already seen this stuff before.
We have. I just wanted to go here just in case.
Okay. Maybe it might be relevant later. Right, well, criminal affairs, I guess. And then we can move back to the centre. There we go.
Okay.
Oh! You're working real late, you know. It's already past 10 PM, dude.
I think it's time you told me the truth.
Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss?
I'm a lawyer!
But if you really want to know, let's talk. Right, let's Magatama this bitch.
Record. Oh. Right.
You can't present. You're not in the present.
Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan?
Mr. Corridor.
Oh, for heaven's sake. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed?
Perfect. I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright. I could keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap.
Don't lie to me.
Huh?
I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corrida, especially on that night. The camera?
Yeah. Obviously.
Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corrida's room the night of the murder.
Secretly film? What?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I then sent the images to the camera took with this transmitter. I sent the images the camera took with this transmitter.
Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
the bear. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. One.
I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude?
Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan.
You sure, dude? Who else could it be from?
The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corridor was...
Rifals? It was you!
Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere?
I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude.
Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend?
What else did the bear tell you?
He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard.
If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg.
Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet.
Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first?
Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. The receipt. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear.
Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800. This could be for the toothbrush I bought that one time.
A $3,800 toothbrush?
It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles.
Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays?
That's a good way of being like he's a nasty person. He has ivory and elephant hair stuff. Something had to die for that.
Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not?
Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing?
Yes.
You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that?
Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you.
Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay?
No. No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set that camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. Of course it would be strictly confidential.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'm going to find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hid this camera and Mr. Corridor's room and filmed in secret is... What's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, think...
If you think it is, go ahead.
Look at the bar, though.
Go ahead.
Just try it.
Well, the thing is, it had to be because she's the only woman that hasn't swooned over him. Why would she be getting in close with his rival if she's his manager?
Adrian Andrews?
There's a rumour going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corridor are having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corridor, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right?
Dude, you can be such a moron.
Huh?
Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy.
The good stuff. Juicy.
Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude.
Too bad that wasn't your intention.
What are you talking about?
I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You You didn't spy on Mr. Corridor because of Miss Andrews. And there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing.
Huh?
The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Corridor's room.
You've done it. Yeah, I know.
Mr. Corridor's room was. Damn it, it's fucking.
No. No, why was he filming it again? It was set for the time of the murder. Insurance. You remember from last time? What is this card?
Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you?
Shelley the Killer? That's ridiculous! Why would I know some shady scumbag like him?
You really don't know him? Then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt Engard, I know why you know Mr. D. Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client, that's why. You hired Shelley the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corridor. Oh, I said his name right. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engard.
And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ, Matt.
I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
Mr. Engard, you really did hire...
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay?
Consult... self?
Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway.
About time for what?
I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engard.
The fuck?
Speak your mind, because people cannot see your face. You're in shock.
Yeah. What the fuck? Is he got a split personality or something? Because, dear fucking Jesus Christ, that's a 180.
Well, also, it's the thing of this is the real him. He puts on a persona.
Yeah.
He puts on an act. Split personality or not, he puts on an act for his public persona, so he's refreshing like a spring breeze. This is him.
Why do
Oh,
I
look,
like this
he's got
version more?
He's got fangs!
Why do I like this version more?
You like villains.
Yes, I do, but...
And you like fangs.
Yes, stop calling me out on that one.
You love sexy villain men.
Yes.
You hated him before when he was just a pretty boy.
Where did you get it from?
It's my brandy, mate.
Where the fuck did you get it from?
Up his ass, obviously. Hi! Well done, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have.
No. You really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client?
You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Atri, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. All I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
That's... You're lying! What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian.
You knew about Miss Andrews' secret.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins.
What?
Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail.
That's why he's the butt.
Except Shelley DeKiller has a code of honor, doesn't he? Oh dear.
But why? Why? Oh my god! Oh my fucking good god!
What?
He's blackmailing for his fucking release. For his not guilty verdict.
He's blackmailing Gus using DeKiller.
But he's blackmailing DeKiller.
But does he know though?
What?
DeKiller might just be acting as the contract because Matt got caught and it was his job to not have Matt get caught. So he's then blackmailing
Hold
us.
on. The thing is, right? It was his job not to have Matt caught for the crime. Yes.
Yes.
However, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Matt knows who Shelley DeKiller is. He knows what he looks like.
Yes. He would have had to meet him.
Exactly. So, but then Adrian Andrews sticks the crime on Matt.
Yep.
So Matt gets caught.
Mm-hmm. And then Shelley DeKiller is, bound to get him off the hook because it was he who did the killing, not his client.
Because if he doesn't,
He's broken his contract with Matt.
yes, he's broken his contract with Matt. But also, Matt could then, get him caught.
Anyway. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Get to guess.
Not particularly.
And that's why?
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded in it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough answer for you, little girl.
I need that video.
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corridor?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Corridor had been able to give it, then Mr. Angard's secret would have...
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then, the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Corridor ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them.
That's the exact phrasing Mr. Powers used. It said that Juan threw Celeste away.
Yep. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. How could I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me. Matt and God. Oh, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that To Kill a guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room.
You killed Mr. Corrida!
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
He knows.
Mystic Maya! You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
You scoundrel.
So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
That's such a cliche phrase. One said something just like that. Memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, I had so much fun playing him.
I can tell. What am I supposed to do?
Murder him, Nick.
And now you finally found it. Oh, hello. Sorry, I gave you a very feminine voice, Edgeworth. And now you've found it. The starting line of this case.
Edgeworth, not now.
I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
Not now, Edgeworth, not now. Not now.
I'm giving you comfort. Shut up.
Now.
It's okay. Well, right. What are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy... No! You can't do that! That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth! Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn.
My turn?
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own.
Unhelpful cryptic shit.
I'm posh, what do you expect?
I am a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, Matt and God, that man is really... Ah!
It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system?
Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery?
Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now?
Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. If I were to get unguarded acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do.
Right. But you get a hold of yourself. You have it all wrong.
Huh?
I'm the closest person to you, not her. Oh, sorry. We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only humans, you and I.
Okay.
You want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
Don't give me that fucking smirk right now. I'll punch you right off.
That's... You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that.
I fucking can. You did.
Shut up.
Make me.
Shut you up, didn't it? You can only fight. That's all you can do.
People like you and Francisco Montcalm are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, and even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty.
Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all.
And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty!
I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What? Oh,
I
sorry.
don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now?
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is... Fuck. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Oh.
Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can oh, for fuck's sake. Do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't think you'll use your anger this time.
Tell me, please. Why are you holding my hostage for Mr. On God's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer?
Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am doing.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is...
Were you going to like BDSM aftercare?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
The Because I have to care.
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care not... For fuck's sake! I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty.
Assassin's duty.
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. Am I talking too quietly? I hope not. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before. However,
You did, but...
my name is D-Killer. Shelly D-Killer. You're Shelly D-Killer! Please keep in mind that you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a D-Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up with your end of the bargain,
Maya!
it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it that she receives a nice, long nap. Ah! No! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Shoo.
Shoo.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth?
Hmm?
Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission?
Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
You went back to the fucking house! What is it?
I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Unguard Mansion immediately.
Alright. You hurry over as well, then.
Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah! Let's go! Woo! We're back.
There's a bear.
That's new.
Maya!
Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe that butler all this time. He was the killer.
He and Ungard were working together all this time. I thought we went here.
Hmm?
I thought we went here before. Am I misremembering?
What do you mean?
Well, earlier on in the recording, I went, oh, but we already know. We came here.
Yeah, we came here earlier when there was a butler.
No,
with
I was...
stitches.
Yeah, I was implying that we'd already done the sting operation here.
No.
Oh, I got very confused then. Because, like, they were looking for Maya before, and then they lost them.
Yeah, but I don't think they ever searched here.
Or I may just be
Oh, we did, but then we were confronted with the butler.
Yeah, I think I was remembering this at a wrong time.
Hmm.
Sorry. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
There.
There.
Bear! Bear!
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corridor? Why would something like this be here?
Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Ah, I'm sure that's for Shoe.
Do you think that this came through that little door?
This door. It's locked.
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edward!
Hoo-yah! Yeah! We're in.
Ah! There's no one here.
From the looks of this room, I would say this is Unguard's private lounge. Look at this right.
Turn up for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR.
How out of date.
Hold on a minute. Matt's video of the murder.
Came here.
Why else would Why else would the killer be here? He's looking for the video.
Yeah, because if he has a code of honor, if he knew there was a video, he'd want to get it, so he can just go, goodbye?
Exactly. He's not supposed to be seen.
No, he's not. Anyway.
Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, I'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it.
I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. He has it. Right, let's look around. Why?
A huge television and speaker loom largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say,
I would die a happy samurai fan if I could see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this.
yeah, that's what she'd say. Ah! I can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. VCR now in the tower. But she thought the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was being here and recorded on tape.
If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful.
So Guard's computer. Why can you use this to get help?
Mr. Nick! Where's the power switch?
Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch. Can't read all the labels, but this is a very large collection of videotapes. Looks like Unguard taped all of his own shows.
Very full of yourself?
What's a spacious sofa? I've got 10 pearls of bits on here.
I don't think 10 of you would fit, Mr. Nick.
It's a very small tip. Where'd the picture go?
It's gone.
Very small table. I bet we could barely squeeze 3 pearls on here.
But I wouldn't sit on a table to begin with, Mr. Nick. There's a little door for Shoe in this big door.
I'm sure Maya used this one to shove this out here. I'm sure it was her. Every time you give me some piece of evidence, it's always the most crucial piece. This one too, I'm sure.
There's something inside the bear, I think.
Why has it got little cuts on it?
Could be a puzzle. Or you just kind of pull it apart. You can't do anything with it. Right. So to the wine cellar. There's the photo!
I've searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time.
And now, we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Well, best look at that picker.
This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax, you mean?
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Corridor's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Unguard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Finally, we can take the fucking picture.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's the special about the frame?
On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya? It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message!
What? Can you show me?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up! You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you! Ever! I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for that for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. No! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Oh, nothing.
We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us.
Edgeworth?
Yes? What? What you laughing at?
The fact that it was just... Yes?
Yes?
Very quickly.
I'm listening.
As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing.
And what is that? Oh yes, we haven't done her yet.
Nope. Miss Andrews' psychic. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. Blow this case wide open and expose the truth.
I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center.
Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock.
Alright, here we go. This is obviously the last bit. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock.
Cyclops?
I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Shove that Magatama at her.
Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ungard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? But what an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that will make her take revenge. Profiles.
Yes? Maybe. Yeah, I'd say present Celeste, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, they went quiet.
Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does this have to do with Matt?
You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? And now, the final piece.
Picture.
Mm-hmm.
This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? There we fucking go.
Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Enguarde's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. There you go. Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Coroner didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes. Because of Matt.
Also.
Because of Mr. Enguarde? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
I'm sorry. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used.
Yeah.
Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him. Even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I phoned Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Coroner have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impax!
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never be hurt by Matt again, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt.
And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image.
In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
Grand Prix. That was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it, because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with.
They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I'd even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright? Even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I am a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with my situation or with what I know now. Yeah.
Just so you know, this case does have two endings. Well, now you get the idea. You get the choice. Is Matt guilty or not guilty?
Oh, good lord.
You will come to a choice, and I would suggest you then save. Because you can save during the court proceedings. Pretty sure. I think you press plus to do it.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Wow.
Much revelations.
Much.
Much. Glad you're enjoying it.
Oh no, very much enjoying it. Very much enjoying getting back to it. It is good.
It's tasty. Well, there we go. That's all the investigating done for this case. We'll be seeing you guys in court. Thank you all for watching this latest addition to our growing collection of varying games and reviews, just videos in general. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Please leave a like and a comment in the comments section down below. We love hearing what you think. If you have any recommendations for either games to play or material to review, let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to get to them when we can.
If you like our content, subscribe to see more. Check out our playlists if you are looking for something new or worried you've missed an episode. Click on the recommended video appearing on the screen if you want to see more of us right now. You won't regret it, we swear. Subscribe to our Patreon to become one of our lovely beans today. However, if that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help a poor tea-wench today.
And with that, Lime out.
Dragon out.
Bye!